Quick video on GoHighLevel's quiz builder. It's a semi-new feature. There is some limitations, and this video is more about those limitations and a workaround that you can put in place. So I'm not going to go too in detail on building the actual quiz. Very similar to all the other features like forms and surveys. Once you figure that out, you can figure out the next step, which is how do you actually take this data and provide a better experience? Because right now, as it stands, when a contact completes this quiz, all they have is either to be redirected to another page or this results template. This results template is not the best. In terms of mobile viewing, the spacing is off. There's not much flexibility in the text and the fonts. And what makes matters even worse is in these answers, we can apply a category and a score. But these categories and scores, we can't actually extract and put it into a contact field or put it into a custom value or anything like that. It's strange. I'm not sure why. I'm sure GoHighLevel will update this in the future, but there is a workaround. And I wanted to focus on that workaround within make.com and how to connect that up and provide a bit more flexibility with your clients that you're working with. So there is those options there. We've got this quiz, and on submission, we're actually creating a workflow. The trigger is quiz submitted. The webhook, we're putting a make.com webhook as a post method. You actually don't need all this custom data. It's old. I'm not going to remove it. It's just there. But essentially what happens is that's going to fire off and get sent to this scenario here. We are using a webhook, passing that through to a Perplexity AI model. And this is where the magic is. In the system prompt, we're putting in all the criteria, all of the quiz answers, the questions, and the scoring capabilities with the categories in here. And this is where the magic is actually happening, because we're giving this model everything that it needs to know and then saying, okay, based on this, we need you to do X, Y, and Z. Calculate the results, provide them with a persona, and then give them some insights or tips. And that's probably why we use Perplexity, because sometimes it can pull resources from the web. And so you can see here in the actual user prompt, I've got all the fields from the webhook. And these are the questions that come through automatically. So you can get the answers to the questions. You can't just get the category scoring to it. So again, the workaround was to give the scoring to an AI model, and then you input all the answers to the questions. In this, we're then passing it through to a JSON module, hitting that and going through to a Google slide. This Google slide is a template setup, so we are creating a presentation from a template, downloading that file, and then sending out an email. And so I'll actually show you what this looks like. And so this is the template in Google Slides. It's really important that you get this right. So you start off by defining your variables. These variables are defined by these two curly brackets on either side. And once you have that, okay, you can work backwards from here. See, I've got my scoring data in there as well. You connect your slide template and it automatically picks up the variables that are in here. Then it's just a matter of passing that data from the AI, and it's coming out nicely in this sort of past JSON data. So you can see here the names are coming through. We are then inputting that, and it automatically populates into your scores. And I'll show you what that looks like as well. So this is another test of mine. You see health persona, my name's populated, the persona and a description of the persona. All the scores are there perfectly. Then the final step of that is sending out the email. Now we could send it back to GoHighLevel, but I thought just make it simple, send it from here. And you can always add a reply to address. And that way you can, the client and the contact can take comms off in their own inbox. So we don't need to worry about that too much. But you could potentially send that data back as a downloaded file or something like that. You can put that back into GoHighLevel if you really needed to. And then, yeah, that is pretty much it. If you want a deeper breakdown on how to do this, I can export this as a blueprint. But it's actually a very simple flow. Just to kind of recap, we're going from GoHighLevel's form builder or quiz builder, setting that up as a quiz submission trigger, sending it over to a make.com scenario. And again, these I can actually delete. I don't actually need here. So if you need help with that, just reach out.